Hello everybody, welcome back to the Hunter Call of the Wild. Recently, during one of the live streams, we started a brand new herd management grind for the reindeer in hopes that we could get some super rares eventually. And we wanted to try it out with the reindeer to see if maybe we could possibly raise up the chances of getting a diamond instead of just the 90% troll rate that they currently have. It is currently almost impossible to get a diamond reindeer. Almost all of them troll, and that makes it incredibly difficult to get a diamond one. We're thinking that if we can get our herd management to work as well as the red deer did, we could maybe make it so we can get at least 50% diamonds or maybe even more every time that we see a level 5 and hopefully eventually get a super rare. But today we're going to go over some of the areas that I've started hunting and also explain my reasons for picking these particular zones. And what we're doing for this grind to start off is we're shooting level 4s and also the larger level 3s, and for what I can tell, it's very rare for a reindeer to be level 2, though it can happen. And because of that, what we're doing is we're keeping all of the lower scoring level 3s, so ones like this where they're clearly on the lower end of being a level 3, and then also anything that would be a level 2 we would also keep. And we're shooting all level 4s and all of the bigger level 3s that most likely score a bit above 200. We're also keeping every level 5 that we see on the map and stacking as many of them as we can, because the more level 5s that we have on the map, the lower the respawn's average scores will be, because it's kind of, I guess, offsetting the balance and driving down the scores of the respawns, which is the main purpose of stacking max level animals in Call of the Wild. If you're doing a herd management grind, it's just to force some smaller ones to spawn in, because for some reason the game seems to have a type of balancing system where if it sees a lot of high scoring animals on your map, it will spawn in more low scoring animals to kind of counteract that, and vice versa. If you have a bunch of small ones, it'll spawn larger ones. And because of that, we are using this to fill up some of our least favorite zones with lower level animals, and we've started to do that with all of these little lakes over here, as well as this spot around here. We've got quite a few zones throughout this little, I guess, lake of some sort with ice going across it. You guys know what I mean. And then this area up here along the coastline we're also doing, because these are areas that I don't necessarily want to use in the long run. I want to get it to where I can pretty much just grind this lake right here, because, I mean, look at it. Who wouldn't want to get this to be the only spot they have to grind? Look at all of these reindeer zones, and I also would like to use some of these lakes down here. I do think they could be pretty good for the long-term grind as well. And so the goal is to turn all of these areas that I mentioned first into level 3 and below. That way we don't have to worry about hunting them, and we can just focus on the favorite lakes over in this area. And we've already got that started a little bit. As you guys saw, this herd is all level 3s. They're all some of the smaller 3s. Back here, we've got a smaller 3. And about half of the zones throughout this segment of the map are in that range. We're going to continue grinding, though, until we get most of those level 4s to leave these areas, because there is still some 4s. And we managed to get 4 level 5s to spawn as well, so we've been stacking those. I think it's time that we go start hunting, though, so let's head over into this area. I've been getting quite a few questions about how to do the herd management on reindeer, which is the main reason that I'm explaining all of this to start the video. That way you guys get a more detailed and thought out explanation of why I'm doing certain things, because it's been definitely the most common question I've seen, and we've actually got a decent amount of shootable ones here. So we're keeping this 5 here, but this 4 and then the 4 over here will both get taken down, as they are within that range of what we need to take out. Let's go ahead and get a shot into this guy. And we are using the 300 Magnum just to speed up the process of them dying. That way we don't have to chase them down. Oh, we are somehow 0 to 75. I'm not sure how that happened. Definitely not ideal, as we now missed that guy because of it, but should be able to get a shot into him, I would imagine. There we go. We finally ended up hitting it, and now it's down. So that's a couple level 4s on the ground. There is a few other zones in the area that we're going to check real quickly, just to make sure there's nothing too crazy that we need to take down. This is another 3 right there, and it looks like we're good. I also will not be making a guide of all of the different zone locations yet, because as of now, I really don't even know where all of the reindeer zones are. I've only seen probably about half of them, and I haven't even gone to some of my favorite areas to see if they're still just as good as they used to be. So we're not going to be doing any type of zone guide today, but maybe once I learn everything I can about the reindeer, maybe we will eventually. But as of now, it's something that we're going to hold off on. Here is that first level 4. This was definitely the biggest one at 336 and a pretty good looking level 4 even. I'd love to get a rare with this rack. I do think it would actually look pretty good, so maybe along this grind we'll get one of those. I'm really hoping that we can end up getting some really cool rares, because I didn't realize this until recently that reindeer rares actually look incredible, and I really want to find some now. And we did find one recently, and this is what sparked that whole thought about how good they look. We ended up getting a piebald on stream when we were looking throughout our map to find what zones we had for the reindeer. And I think it's time that we go ahead and take a look at that, because my gosh, this was one of the coolest reindeer trophies that we've ever seen. So without further ado, let's jump into that. That's a piebald! Oh my gosh! That is the last thing I expected to see today. That's a piebald reindeer! I can't say that I've ever killed one. I don't think I've ever killed a piebald reindeer before, and it's actually a good looking one as well. That is awesome! You know, I'm already happy that we started this reindeer grind. That's crazy. That is the last thing I expected to find, so it's roughly 300 away. We can definitely just sink a shot into it right now. That is so awesome, man. Definitely one of the coolest reindeer trophies I've ever seen. And I mean, we've killed a few big diamonds, we've killed a couple leucistic females. This is by far the coolest reindeer trophy I've ever found. And just like that, it's going down. That is so insane. I didn't expect to get a good reindeer today. I mean, we're pretty much just looking around the map to find where we need to set up to do this grind, and we've already got a big piebald, man. That's awesome. I still can't believe we got a piebald. That is the coolest piebald I think I've ever seen. Okay, I retract my statement about nothing being able to beat like roe deer and musk deer for best piebald pattern. This just might be the best one. I've never killed one until now, so I wasn't really able to compare it, but holy, that's gorgeous. That is so cool. Okay, I don't do this too often because I don't like risking crashing, but we're gonna do that real quick, get a couple pictures. 324 piebald reindeer. That is so awesome. Oh my gosh, that looks amazing. There's just something about this that I love. Like, this is such a unique piebald. Reindeer are truly gorgeous piebalds. That's really awesome. I'm so happy it made gold as well. We now have a level 4 gold piebald reindeer. That is so cool. So right here, we actually have 3 of the 4 level 5s that I've got on my map. There's that guy, and then the one over here, this guy right here is the one that we spooked off from the herd across the ice. And then over here, we've got the only one of these 3 that I think has a chance at diamond. In fact, I know it's the only one with a chance, because the others don't even make it to the diamond estimate. So yeah, this guy's the only one that really has a chance. And I believe there is also one over here. The 4th one should be around this area. So we got a couple chances at some diamonds, but the first 2 that we looked at definitely have 0 chances of making it. Here's another good example of one that we're going to be leaving. It is on the lower end of what a 3 can be, and obviously we may tweak this as we go until we get the results that we're looking for, because as of now, I'm kind of just going by what I see and winging it in a way. Just leaving the ones that I think are going to be good to be left, and then if we continue on and notice that it's not really giving us the results that we want, then we will kind of rethink the ones that we're going to be leaving alive, and maybe taking out some of the larger 3s that I've left and trying to get them to be even smaller 3s. We'll have to see how it goes. As of now, this is all going to be a learning experience, and well, so far it's been going pretty good, but that doesn't mean that it will give us the same results the red deer have. There is another one of the level 3s that we're going to be leaving, and right behind it is a level 4 that we got from my last run. So this guy is another one that we want to take down. Let's try to get their attention real quickly and maybe get them to move. I need this guy out in front of the 3. The last thing we want is to accidentally shoot that level 3 instead. And that should be the end of this level 4. One more to take him down. Now let's go claim him, and then we're going to move on to one of the other lakes. In fact, there's quite a few lakes to cover in this area. Not all of them have reindeer, but there is a few that we need to check. If I remember right, though, this one doesn't have anything big, so we can not really worry about that one and focus more on these 2 lakes right here. So there is our level 4 reindeer, 294 on the score. Would have only been a silver. That's a very common theme with the reindeer, is scoring way lower than what other species would for their level. Like, there's just not too many species where a silver level 4 is a common occurrence, but for some reason that's the way it is with the reindeer. So this is actually a level 3 that we will be taking down, as it does have a very high estimate, and I can guarantee that it's going to be above 200. I'm trying to only keep the ones that are below 200, and with some of them, it's very hard to tell based on their estimate, but this one right here I know for a fact is going to be above 200, so we will take it down in hopes that it'll respawn as even smaller. So there it is, a level 3, 207 scoring reindeer. Definitely above that 200 cutoff that I'm trying to keep alive, so good to get this guy down. Hopefully he'll come back as a mid, like, 100 scoring level 3. That'd be great if he could come back as that. So this is the other level 5 that I do think has a chance at being a diamond. He's much larger than those other 2 that we have on the map, and then we've got a few others here that we're probably going to keep. That guy right there, I believe, will score to the lower end of the estimate, so he gets to live. And then we've got a 3 right here that we'll probably take down, as well as that level 4. So if we can get both of them, that would be great, but we are going to prioritize the 4. And just like that, we got both of them down. 2 that we needed to take down for this grind. Let's try to get another into him, just to make sure that he will end up going down. So there is both of our reindeer. This one is a 244 scoring level 3, so that definitely was a good one to take down. That is definitely on the higher end of that estimate. And then this other one was that nice level 4. Let's go ahead and grab this one. It is a 338, so it actually would have been a gold. Haven't seen too many of those today, so that's definitely nice. Well, it's looking like we actually may have just ones that we're going to end up leaving. So I think we can avoid going to this lake from now on, as it seems that both of the males that were here are actually small enough to leave. This guy is a maybe, but I think they're small enough. Well, that is an incredibly ugly reindeer, but he will get to live, as I do believe he is small enough. However, there is a couple nice 4s over here that will get taken down right now. So let's just real quickly drop them both. This guy is rotating in one place, which is not good. Missed a couple shots on him because of that. Oh, there we go. That was a 4 that was actually hiding. It's in the same herd as that ugly 3. Let's get that down as well. 2 shots and down he goes. I am honestly just so incredibly eager to see what this grind is going to be like once we get like 1,000, maybe even 1,500 or 2,000 kills into this grind, as we saw results very quickly with the red deer. And so I'm just so incredibly curious on how fast it's going to be apparent with the reindeer. I mean, we haven't really seen any results as of now. And really, the only trophy we managed to get was that rare that we showed earlier in the video, and also, of course, the level 5s that we haven't shot yet, but I think because we're doing things a little bit different, where we're grinding our least favorite zones first and leaving out the good ones until later, I think it is going to kind of change how this grind goes. We'll see, though. Maybe it's a bad decision grinding only half of my zones first and then introducing the others later, but I guess we'll see. But there is the last one right there. Let's go ahead and grab it real quickly. And as much as I'd like to continue this video on, I think we should probably jump into the lodge right now, because as of the time of recording this, I do have a live stream with Kill Clinton and Brover that I need to attend to very shortly. So I think we're going to jump into the lodge and take a look at the multi-mount that I created with this beautiful piebald reindeer. And obviously this video will go live a couple days after it's recorded, so the live stream will have already happened, but that is the reasoning for us having to cut this a little bit shorter than I would have liked to. I wanted to hunt some more locations for the reindeer and kind of see if we could maybe get something else cool, but really do not have the time for it, unfortunately. I am a bit short on time because of that stream, and let's go ahead and take a look at that beautiful mount with the reindeer, and I just absolutely love the way they look. The Piebald reindeer are so much nicer than the Piebald caribou in my opinion, and honestly all of the rares for the reindeer are like that for me. We do have our super rare caribou up here that I got before I started doing YouTube, and I like the Piebalds for them, but there's just something about this that I like a little bit more, and I think it's just the uniqueness of it. It doesn't look like any other Piebald in the game, and I love that about it. I think it may be my new favorite Piebald. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you did down below, and I will try to respond to as many of the comments as I can. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, click that like button, and ring that notification bell so that you guys will never miss any of the future uploads. With that being said, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!